Survivor. 1 in 5 women are victims of sexual assault. You never think you'll be that one victim of a dirty man's hands until it actually happens. Why must I be the victim? For weeks, that question echoed so loud in my head. Who knew that monsters could come in any form, shape, or size, even behind a nice smile, even inside a 6-foot baritone brown-skinned man with beard and fangs for fingernails? How innocent he seemed. Until we got somewhere safe enough for him to take off his mask, devil in sheep's clothing. When did my body become a man's playground? Even when he saw that my park was closed, he seeped inside it, jumped the gate, and invaded every inch of my temple until it no longer felt like mine. Like a vulture prancing on his prey, he had tried to make a meal out of me. I could see the flesh-sucking hunger in his eyes. Call him Cobra, because like a snake he had tried to slither his way in. He would have devoured me whole if he could. Who knew what slightly trusting a man could get you? It's not your fault, they say. But most days, I can't help but to blame myself. How naive I was for not seeing the red flags, for not recognizing when my body became a bullseye to target. I wonder if my body ever really belongs to me, if it is deemed public property, if it is his for the taking, consent or no consent. A piece of me died that day. I remember the breakdown. After it happened, I broke down like never before. The heartbreak cut through my entire soul. Hysterical, they called it. A throbbing discomfort. Tell me, have you ever wanted to ooze out of your own skin? This level of brokenness I had reached was unbearable. Eventually grew into being numb. Look at all the scars and wounds he had left me with. The PTSD that kept me up at night. The hardship of swallowing the hatred for men right after. The hate that goes deeper than deep. How every man, whether it be father, lover, friend, or even stranger, hurts me in one way or another. The bitter feeling they leave in the back of my throat, showering. The second hardest thing to do. Trying to literally scrub his stench off of my skin when in fact it had been embedded in my memory. The scene playing in my head over and over and over again. Relax. Relax. Relax, he shouts while he towers over me, his knees pressed against my thighs, all while trying to force his way in, trying to crack me open. Everything in me wanted to scream, but my mouth stayed mute. What a robbery. He took my body and my voice. You act like you don't like me, like you don't like this. I don't. The third hardest thing to do. Trying to be normal, trying to go back to my regular routine, dissociating myself from that reality. Can I mentally cut myself out of the trauma that has been inflicted upon me? Perhaps if I go to the grocery store, the mall, the park, like a normal human being, where no one knows your story, anywhere that doesn't scream victim yet now social anxiety rises like a motherfucker. Sick to my stomach when my eyes lay on any man that remotely resembles him. The crippling fear of going places alone. The time I looked in the mirror and wondered if I would ever reach a place of healing, if I would be able to breathe in my own skin, if I could shed enough cells to love a body he did not touch, where I could feel comfortable to trust again, where I didn't feel like the whole male species needs to be thrown out the window. I am now left to somehow clean up the salted wounds he has left behind. Fight for my power, fight to keep sane, fight for peace, fight to stay alive when he has attempted to drain everything out of me. Case number 533218. When the attorney, detective, police all look at me with their very empty, dull eyes, I can easily sniff out that I am just another case to them. Not a woman, not a human being who has just endured a traumatic tragedy. I want to scream out, what if it was your daughter, sister? Hell, what if it was you? I suppose the color of my skin makes it no better. It's not uncommon that they put black women at the bottom of the barrel. 48-hour hold is the best they could do in this moment. That monster of a man still lurks out on the street free. Is this why so many assaults go under the radar? What is the point of reporting? Perhaps I'm not white enough to get the justice I need. Now, whenever I go out, the resting bitch face is always on. Mean mug, something serious, clenched fists, weapon in pocket, whatever depiction of ugly I have to portray to stay safe. Do whatever to make my body scream out I am not to be fucked with. I'll play my part. Present myself as the mad black woman, anything to keep lurking dogs away, not to be pulled up on. Not to be catcalled beautiful, gorgeous. Hey, yo, ma, check it out. Can I get your number? Anything. Not to become another man's hit list. A victim to proud on. Behold, there is a God. Somehow I've turned victim into victor. Even in the darkest moments, knee bent, I still managed to belly out a prayer from the depths of my soul. You see, I did not become the ruins he sought out to make me. I suppose I potioned up some black girl magic type shit. You know how we be, tough-skinned, making beautiful, even out of the ugliest situations. Thank you.